So in Parashat Nasso, we have something very strange. We have the famous 12 princes who bring their own offerings as a dedication the for the temple, who was just built, the Mishkan in the desert, who was just built, and each one of the 12 princes brings an offering. But the interesting part is that they all 12 bring exactly the same thing. And that's the famous question: is why does the Torah have to repeat all those 12 things? You could have say, and they brought 12 times this, or like each one brought the same thing, because they all brought the same thing, and it's heavy. It makes the parasha the longest parasha, and we have to repeat again and again what each one brings. And we know every word in the Torah is precious. Why such repetition? So I think it's bringing a tremendous, incredible teaching. And very often in the Torah you have something that seems very simple or absurd, or like, it's where the secret lies, in the most unexpected place. And what we have here is that there are two parts to our Avodas Hashem, two parts to our service of God. There is the body, the physical, and there's the soul. And one without the other is dead, is nothing. It's the same thing when we learn Torah. There's the external aspect of the Torah, the revealed aspect of the Torah, and the secret of the Torah. And both need to be used. The danger is if we use only the physical or the pshat or the simple level, and we don't use the inside, the kavanos, or the emotions. Then our action is dead. It's like an empty shell. And same idea, if we just have the intention, good intention, but actions are bad, are not fitting, then it's not good, like the Kuzari says. So what's happening is that we have to realize that we need both of them, the action and the emotions and the intentions behind it. That should be in our learning. For example, in our learning we have the pshat and the sod, the simple meaning and the secrets, and we need both. And same thing in our actions, in our Avodat Hashem. And here I think it's speaking especially in our service of God. We dedicate something for the Mishkan. So why is it so crucial here? Because basically when we serve God, we all do the same thing. And it's the danger of mitzvahs anashim melumada, for which the temple got destroyed. What I mean the temple got destroyed? Because of mitzvahs anashim melumada, it means that we were doing the actions by routine, by rote, and it says very specifically that God hates that. He hates it. Don't do things by rote. It's emotionless. Like you will say, I love you, I love you, I love you, without any feelings and emotions. Your wife rather you not say it. Do an action that really shows it, or say it only when you mean it. So what's happening is that we all put on tefillin, we all put candles, we all pray, we all learn Torah, but what's gonna be unique? So that's the external aspect. We all do something and it looks like robots. So the 12 princes also do the same thing. It looks like they do exactly the same, they copy, but we know that each prince has something different in mind here, a different meaning, and that's our creativity. We become creative in our limitations, so to speak, and that makes us great. So yes, we all put on tefillin, all the women put candles, and they all do challah, and we all do Shabbat, and we all put tzitzit, but the question is, what is your kavana when you do it? What's your emotions? How do you connect to God through it? What do you understand from it that is going to become your own unique Avodat Hashem? It's one of the reasons my Rebbe says, we say Elokei at the beginning of Shema Yisrael, Elokei Abraham, Elokei Yitzchak, Elokei Yaakov. And meaning that Abraham was known as the or God was known as the God of Abraham, meaning Hashem associated his name with Avraham, Yitzhak, Yaakov. Why? Because each one brought its own unique thing. Avraham brought Chesed, who brought Hashem's, he revealed to the world Hashem's Chesed, and Yitzhak Hashem's Gvura, and Yaakov Hashem's Tiferes. So each one revealed something unique and through his own way how to serve God, and that's what we have to do. We have to have in mind Elokei. For me, it will be Michael. In our mind, we don't say it obviously, but the idea is that we have to remind that Hashem is ready to associate your name with the way you do a mitzvah, because he's doing his mitzvah, he's learning in its own unique way, he's special in that area. It's part of our mission. We're here for a specific mission. We're here to find what's unique in my way. If we all do the same thing, then what's my unique mission? Obviously, all going to be the internal, the secret, the soul, what's unique about you. So when someone sees you put on tefillin, he should feel this is how only this guy put on tefillin. And Hashem is revealed through this guy in this way that he puts tefillin. And this woman does challah this way, and only this woman does the challah she does. She looks like challah like all the challahs, but she has her own unique way. Technically, when we should look at the person and say, "Wow, that person does that in a unique way. I can recognize it's from him." It's like you look people when they walk, and each one you can recognize from far, even though you can see the face, the person by how he walks. So same thing when you see someone davening. When you daven, you should look. We are all davening, but his davening looks different, whether it's in the movement, in the kavanah, in the way he speaks. So that's how we can. So now what's happening? Why does the Torah has to write all 12 things? Because it's telling you the moment when you start creating your own unique kavanah, your own unique meaning and uniqueness in your mitzvah, with the body that you do, then it becomes part of the Torah. It has its own place. You're not just someone else adding an extra prayer, an extra mitzvah. It becomes the DNA of the Torah. It has its own place, and you fulfill your mission, and you become part and parcels of the Torah. You become part of it, and that's the beauty of it. That's how important we are. That's how incredible we can affect the world by our own uniqueness, and it's our opportunity each time we do a mitzvah to find ourselves, to find how we uniquely communicate with God. So that's where we have to really work on that. The Zohar, the Rabbi Chaim Vital says the reason Adam HaRishon sinned and why we are here to fix is because he didn't eat from the Eitz HaChaim. The Eitz HaChaim is Kabbalah, it's the soul of the Torah, and he says that we have to fix everything by learning Kabbalah. What does that mean? By learning the deeper meaning of why we do things, so that when we do something, it has deeper meaning. We bring a soul into it. We bring emotion in it. So we have to remember that a very important lesson, and be able to do all our mitzvot and everything we do with meaning. Always ask, why am I doing this? Why am I doing that? Do you know why you bow 4 times in Shmoneh Esrei, and why at those specific place? Do you know why you kiss the mezuzah when you pass down the door? What is supposed to teach you? How is it supposed to bring you close to God? Do you know why you put on tefillin? Why there's 4 sections here and only 1 section here? And how it makes you, and why you start on the arm and go to the head and go to the fingers, and why you make 3 rings? Do you know all that? Do you know why you shake when you pray? Do you know why you there's so many things. Why do you Shabbat? Why there's all 39 melachos of Shabbat? Why 39 things in the Mishkan? How am I different after Shabbat? How am I different after Shavuot? How am I different after each mitzvah? If I don't ask why, and I know the meaning, then there's no Kabbalah, there's no soul, there's no emotions, there's no individuality, there's no mission. It's dead. It's a dead piece of meat doing some movement. So we have to make sure, and we have to understand that when we do a mitzvah, when we do an action, it doesn't necessarily go to heaven. It stays down here. If you don't have the right intention, Okay, I'm going to repeat what the Tikkun Zohar says because it's so beautiful. Whenever I do an action, I say a word. Let's keep it with a word. I think the mashal is with a word. So I said the word, praying to Hashem. What's happening? My word is the body. Is the vibration is the most physical part of the word. So it has a body. With that body, I need it. That energy, I need it to go up in Shamayim. How does it go up? We need wings. What are the wings? The emotions. What emotions? Love and awe. Ahava and Yira. Those are the two wings that attach themselves to the body that enables the body to fly up. But the body has to have a soul also, and the soul of the body of the mitzvah is your intentions that you have, the kavana. So that's how you make an action perfect. You do the action, you have the intentions, and you boost it with those two emotions. If you do that, then your action or your mitzvahs go up. If you don't, if you're missing emotions, the wings are cut and cannot fly up, or the body goes up without the soul. If you don't have the intention. So we have to remember that it's not just a magical mitzvahs, and it are not magic. Even though we speak about Kabbalah and spirituality, it's not magic. It doesn't work just like that. Mitzvah, and then all of a sudden you need to have the proper intention, the proper emotions, and also the halacha. Obviously, you have to do it the proper way, but they have to be all together. If one is missing, then Hashem doesn't want it. This doesn't accept it, and therefore we have to make sure and to include all it together. I just was thinking that with Cain's korban was not accepted, and I think the reason is because Hashem told Cain that he could do better, right? That's what it says in the pasuk. But what does that mean? That means that Cain could have brought his own uniqueness to the korban, and the reason he didn't accept because he didn't bring his own uniqueness. There was something more special, therefore it was not accepted. It didn't go up. Hashem didn't take it. So, and that brought jealousy. We were jealous of different people. Oh, look at that guy, how he prays. Oh, look how he learns. Oh, look at this. Yeah, but you have also your own unique thing. It's not the quantity. It's not. Some people are going to be good at this part of Torah, this part of this. Some people are going to be good at this mitzvah, some at this mitzvah. We all have our flaws and we all have our good things. So we have to really realize that Hashem is going to accept our mitzvot, not just like that. It has to have something unique about you, your own intention, your own understanding, your own way, how you come close to God, your own way you connect to it, your emotions. So may we all find our mission and find out how to come close to God, so that every one of our mitzvahs flies up, every one of our learning and prayers flies up and is accepted in front of Hashem, and the whole world is changed. As we know, every mitzvah changes the world. You change the world. Each time you do a mitzvah, each time you see someone doing a mitzvah or saying a bracha or saying a prayer, tell them, thank you for changing the world. Tell yourself, thank you for changing the world. Thank you, Hashem, that you allow me to change the world. Then you realize how important it is and how you need to have all those components part of you. And this way we should all be able to fulfill our mission. Bimra b'yameinu, and bring Moshiach, the end, but maybe very, very soon. Baruch Adonai L'olam, amen ve'amen.